everybody, and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to share with you a German recipe that is our family favorite, and we're going to use the crock pot to do all the cooking. I'm the kind of girl who doesn't like to spend all day in the kitchen. I'd rather do a lot of other things, but I like cooking as well. So I like to come up with meals that are easy to make, very frugal, and they cook for themselves, so you don't have to be spending long hours in the kitchen. I just finished making a whole bunch of meatballs for the next day. So the crock pot still has some of my meatball sauce in it. Why wash that out when I can use that with this meal? So today we're going to make beef stew. It's a simple, traditional recipe, but I'm going to be adding some cabbage to it. This time of year you can get cabbage real frugal. You can also get carrots frugal unless you grow them in your own garden. And I got some meat that was a day expired, which brought it down to only a few dollars. So my whole meal is going to cost me probably about $5, which will give meal for 2 people for about 2 days. Here we go. Let's get working on today's meal. So many people are amazed at the ways I use the electric knife. I use my electric knife for anything and everything. I find it so much easier and it works out great. So I'm going to use my electric knife today to cut my meat. I'm going to use the electric knife to cut the cabbage, to cut the carrots, and then we will have some potatoes. And we're going to put it all together. So many people ask me, how do I use my dehydrated foods? These are dehydrated tomatoes. Now I'm going to show you what to do with them. You just take a handful of the dehydrated tomatoes and we're going to put them in our beef stew. I use this for spaghetti sauce, for pizza sauce, anything you want a tomato that is going to cook for a while and it takes up the liquid. So here we have all these tomatoes. They're dehydrated. And what we're going to do is we add some beef broth to our beef stew. That beef broth will help soften up all the tomatoes, plus it gives a real good broth for our stew. So there you go, is how you use dehydrated foods. The crock pot is a really good way to use up all your dehydrated foods. I'm going to use all of this because I really don't have any other way to use it up. It will cook down quite a bit, so it shouldn't be soupy when it's all finished. We're going to go ahead and take our cabbage and put that on top. And there you go. We have a crock pot meal that's going to be hearty and warm, and it's nutritious and good for you. While I clean this all up, we're going to get ready because I'm going to show you a product review today. So what you're looking at is a food dehydrator. It's called the Electomes. It is a food dehydrator that looks like an oven. And I've always wanted to try one of these, and I was given the opportunity to have a product review. Now, I don't get paid anything for this review, but they did give me this appliance for free to test it out and to share it with all of my subscribers. I will have information in the description box with a coupon, what I do believe is about 40% off. They're running the special only till Christmas time. But one thing I like about it is it has the glass. And I've never had one that has the glass that you can actually look in it. It's very easy because it's touch button. You can have your own temperature or you can just go by what is on the screen here. So today we are going to dehydrate some peppers that I have ready to go. Everything you see came with the dehydrator. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to load up all these trays and we're going to dehydrate these peppers. I've never had a dehydrator that wasn't a Nesco. I've always used Nescos, but dehydrators that has the windows that you can see in, I think are just so amazing because then you can see how things are drying. You can get a little bit of an idea how long it's going to take for your food to dehydrate. I'm going to go ahead and finish up loading up all these trays, and then we'll see how it works. This is the first time I'm using it. When you dehydrate foods, you want them all to be on the single layer. You don't want to double layer your food. You want to make sure it's single layer so they all dehydrate at the same time. It's very easy to load your trays, just like an oven. And with this dehydrator, you can fit so much more in it than what my Nesco's were. All right, I'll fill up these trays and I'll get back to you in just a minute. All right, I don't want to put the peppers in these other shelves because I don't have the mats for these. I got to get more mats to put on here. I like dehydrating all my food with the mats. I wish they would have provided more mats with it, but that's okay. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to see how it works. So we have it on, and we're going to put it on vegetables. All right, it has the temperature and it has the time, 8 hours. That's about right, 8 hours for the peppers. It's about how long it takes. Pretty neat. I am really liking it so far. Well, I guess I'll get back to you in 8 hours. I'll get back to you when the beef stew's finished and when the peppers are all dehydrated, and I'll let you know what I think about it. Dehydrator says 1 hour 19 minutes. They are drying nicely. I also did the Nesco at the same time. They're about the same drying. So my overall review is this product is amazing. It's the same as the Nesco in the drying time, but it's so much more state-of-the-art because you can see in it. Also has a lot of different buttons that you can push that will determine automatically what your temperature is. That is a plus for me. If I had the money and I could choose, I would definitely choose this unit. But this unit works good too. It's just your preference. And then here is my beef stew and a piece of homemade bread. Pantry was finished and this is what was left. It won't be good till next week. Of all these peppers I'm going to dehydrate. It takes me about 2 hours. I'll go through all of this food, take out the bad and give to the chickens and package the good up. I'm gonna be probably making spaghetti sauce with all these cherry tomatoes. Just wanted to share with you a little bit what I do and how I process all of this food. So I'm just gonna go ahead, take the broccoli, and I'm gonna put that in bags for this week. And all of the good food will go in here. All right, I'll get back to you and show you the progress. All right, so now we go through the tomatoes. There's always going to be a rotten one with them. So I just quickly pick out the bad ones and give them to the chickens. It's very, very time consuming. But this is how you save money. All right, so this takes me another hour to go through all of this. Friends, it's been another great day here on the homestead. I hope you're staying warm, and I hope you have a real good night. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!